Good evening. It's Mike D at downpeppertreelane.net. Let's take a more in-depth look at the garden in Sunset. I've kind of researched blue flowers, and there are many, many types. There are bluebells, there are wisteria, there are clematis, which is very common. You need to go to your nursery and maybe start with clematis and see what they have. There's trumpets, there's climbing vines. Uh, it's a beautiful thing. This is a like a little wire fence, and over the past year, these beautiful climbing vines have created like an English cottage look. So there's vincas. It depends what part of the country you're in. And let me tell you, people in my neighborhood love these blue flowers. I get nice compliments. See how they are really spectacular climbing over the old wood fence there? Look how charming that is. So over here, you want to put things up higher. So I have a nice little wicker container there with succulents to give some interest up high. So it's not just a blank wooden fence. The little paradise sign here, a touch of whimsy. That's it. And the little chair with the scale on it, a little touch of whimsy. So it's not too serious, it's not too formal. And then down below, you want to have something of interest. Here's a little pop with the flower can and nice red flowers popping out of there. So it's not just blank and boring. And I like it overgrown. That's an English garden style. I'm allowing it to overgrow. It's fine. Uh, the landscaping police won't arrest me or anything like that. This ficus, it will grow and fill up this whole area. They're hardy trees and they just need a good soil supplement. Since it is shady, that's when you bring in your ferns. Ferns thrive in the shade, they love it. And they really filled up this corner here. Look at that. I've got a little wooden sailboat over there. There's an overhang so it does not get wet in the rain. And it's a little bit of fun. And I do live by the sea and I like nautical themes. So you'll see seashells down there grouped around, sea glass, and then my always reliable jade. Jade, you can pluck off any stem and replant it, and it will do well. It can do well indoors as well as outdoors in the Southwest. I don't know about colder climates. I would probably put them indoors if you're in Minnesota or something. Sometimes they turn red too. So, okay, here's my lantern. I love the book, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, when I was a kid, The Lamppost in the Forest. So I had to get that. That is a solar lantern. It lights up at night, and it's just lovely and whimsical. Beautiful ficus tree. They just are so full and rich. And look at that. Look at all of that beautiful greenery. And evergreens are so important. I don't want to be plucking leaves all along the fall and sweeping up leaves. It's really important to find out if a plant is evergreen or if you're going to be picking up thousands of leaves. Luckily, I only have one bush in my yard that falls, and it's a big mess. In the corner, a little wicker basket. You can get those anywhere. Goodwill, thrift shops. Nice little wicker basket, and it's practical. I could throw, sandals in there or whatever. It's waiting to be used. I had a dead zone right here, so I did this little. This is like a beautiful metaphysical little wind chime there, that third eye or Egyptian eye, and this is just a nice little hook. You get them at hardware stores, and you need a drill, probably a 1/4 inch, and then you can sink the screws into the wall. It's if I can do it, you can do it. Because I ain't no handyman, but I learned how to use a drill. Um, Little pop of color here. I had this as an extra rug. It just once again, it's boring gray cement. It needs some life down below. And these are silver, like dusty silver plants, I believe they're called. And you'll see them at the nursery. Just ask for the silver plant. And they really highlight any garden. They're unique and different. Now, this is called a shepherd's hook. If you want to hang a plant about 3 feet high, you buy a shepherd's hook. And then I chose to hang a watering can just for fun, to be different. Remember, you want to be different and unique. And the blue plays off the blue flowers again, and plus it's practical. I can just grab it and water. Now, look at this wall of greenery. This is my view outside my kitchen window. It's so lush, it's so hardy and beautiful. It's completely rooted. I never water it. And I'm like so many of you, I love wicker and rattan. It's kind of like a tropical beachy feel. So I got these for free. I found them on the street. You can get really good stuff on the street when people move and redecorate. So beautiful, comfortable chairs and the table along with it. And this is an incredible piece of pottery. The half green, half black. It's modern and hip. And I had to have it. And a couple little succulents there. Again, that saves on water. I don't want to be watering everything all the time. I'm in California. It's dry here. These are painted stones, some ducks and little words, and very popular around here. Here's a little pillow I wedged down here, and that can be used for a guest if needed. And I used a glass vase down here. I know it doesn't have any drainage, but so far so good. You know, I just try not to overwater that one. Look at this bright red, incredible succulent, just blasting out of this container. It's getting weathered. You know, at some point I might need to preserve it, but I do like the weathered look. And even this bush has beautiful little light blue flowers. Now remember, up high you want something of interest. So I love this colored glass wind chime. It makes me think of Chelsea Morning by Joni Mitchell with the sun coming through the colored glass. I just love it. And this is my my garage that I turned into a chill lounge, and I'll show you that later. But I love the beautiful bush coming up over through the window. And remember, down below I had a dead zone, something boring, so I stuck in a little fern in a terracotta pot. And that earthy look is popular in the Southwest. This bougainvillea has beautiful flowers all year long. It just thrives in the dry climate and the heat and the sun. It's bountiful and beautiful, very fast growing, so I have to stay on it. But I am allowing it to be overgrown. It's not really harming anything. And I'm just letting it go. Now, this is, someone told me, a tobacco plant. And it just sprouted up within a few months. It's tall, really beautiful and tall. And so it just shot up out of the ground. And a really nice addition to my garden. Look at that, fun little bicycle. Very whimsical and charming. I bought it at Tuesday morning, and it's bright red, a pop of red. Got to have some color there, and it mirrors, if you notice, the pot over there with the elephant jade. That's a different kind of a jade. Look at the bright pop of color and red there. And I like to use red and yellow, and it's not an accident that McDonald's uses red and yellow, okay? those colors attract people and they make them feel positive and good. A lot of research went into that, red and yellow. Ta-da! So I like to use them as a pop up off of all of the green in my garden. This is a mid-century modern little table. It's very cool, very hip, very Palm Springs. Mid-century modern is the type of house I have around 1960. And another succulent with a yellow pot. I really wanted to play the yellow off of that rug. And then I've got the pop of red playing off the pop of red in the bicycle. So not too much, just a little bit here and there, and then that plays well with the red of the bougainvillea. And just to mix it up, I chose a purple umbrella just for fun, and then to tie it all together, the yellow bench. Look at that. And that's from a local craftsman. I like to support local craftspeople. You find them in local markets, fairs, etc. And let's end this segment because I'm really taking you in depth into my garden at sunset. I want you to see all the details and the thought and the planning. And here's a beautiful, nice jade. I can use this blue rattan as a seating area. I can pull off the plant and use it to sit down, or I can simply use it to highlight the plant. So that covers one section of my garden. Lots of ferns over here because it's shady. And I'm Mike D at downpeppertreelane.net. Check out my shop. I have very cool vintage items, jewelry, gift bags, bling bling, fun. Support my work, like, subscribe, and Patreon, please. I put a lot of energy and love into this, and I want to put out positive content on the internet, not negative content. So I'll leave you with that. Thank you. Bye-bye.